Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Kaiserreich. We're playing as the People's Republic of Argentina. And we are attacking the Peru-Bolivian Confederation. It's going to be really exciting. I'm super looking forward to it. Nice. Probably produce supply problems. Go. Yeah, that, stability is an issue. Can we take La Paz? If we did that, that would be a major boon for our war effort. We'll see. Potosi is the other big target for expansion. We're expecting Entente will cooperate. A pointless exercise, which will benefit no one. Well, it'll benefit them. It'll benefit not us, though. So that means it benefits no one. That's how it works. Yeah, you want to put boats wherever? I go for it. Knock yourself out. Wowie, that was a knockout. Interesting. Wowie zowie. Is that really the big cheese? No, there's supply depot here, and supply depot here. Alright, so we're like, fine. Alright, let me diddle with this. Really, we're looking to supply our defenses pretty loosely. You can, like, just hold that line there. You can be a color that's not that. Green is fine. And then, like, you guys, we'll make that a 5. And we'll make that a, actually, division to infantry, you go here. And then one of you go here. Alright. And if I want to attack along this front, I will. But I don't, so I won't. And then I can just, like, deploy... Let me fiddle with Army HQ templates to get something that doesn't suck. I feel like, logistics and service staff is probably pretty good. This thing that gives you defense and depth probably should replace with engineer staff. Forward air controller might be okay. Gives you more air superiority. I don't know how that is. We'll, do this real quick. How's our air superiority? We don't have it. Alright. Wonderful. That should be fine then. Capturing Potosi is a good idea if we can manage to do it. I don't think we can, though. Yeah, I feel like actually pushing beyond La Paz is not necessarily a super valuable idea. This is not doing anything at all. George just capitulated. It's bad for the Reichsback, so I guess it's good for me. Oh boy. La Bombonera opens. Previous to La Bombonera, the football club Boca Juniors had used several locations before settling on their current ground on Branston. Uh, that's Branson. Club's first ground had been located in Darsena Sur of the old Buenos Aires port, currently Porto Madero, and Isla de Marqui before moving to Branson and Del Crucero streets in 1924. In 1931, the Boca Juniors Steering Committee, led by President Ruperto Molfino, acquired the land from the municipality of Buenos Aires for $2,200,000 Argentinian dollars. 3 years later, the club published a call for tenders to build its new stadium. Economic hardships due to the Black Money disaster and inability to find proper architects delayed constructions of the new stadium until 1938, when the club played their last match before the great work began. Finally opening on May 25th, 1940, with a friendly match between Boca and San Lorenzo. The home side won 2-0, with both goals scored by Ricardo Alarcón. Even though the station was freshly built, it lacked a lighting system, which forced the game to end by the 70th minute. Go Boca! That's stability, which I desperately need. Hysterically. Desperately need. I'm gonna wait to spend my political power, a smart thing for smart people to do, because I need it. Where's the next big target? I really need Potosi. Really need it badly. I think you are going to move here. The fall of Rome. How will the two Sicilies recover from this? I suspect they will not. I would indeed hope that they would not. Can I attack Cochabamba? Could I do something like that? Do like a little swoosh? Answer appears to be no. Romania's capitulated. Answer appears to be we're under attack. Please remain where you are. And fight. Thanks. Alright, economic aid for the International. Alright. With Argentina unified and regime stabilized, time to repair debts to European comrades. A new world war is signing the fate of the European Revolution. Our allies badly need food, resources, and industry to succeed. British and French ambassadors continue to ask for economic assistance. What can we spare? Everything we can scratch. Which gives us more political power, which we desperately need. We do not have any civilian factories to trade, which is maybe not so good. Yep, indeed, we are running desperately low on civilian factories. Crossing the rivers could be pretty good. Transfer knowledge to a new generation. Gain more army experience. Urban development seems pretty important too. The previous regime had taken steps to develop the industry of regions like Buenos Aires and Cordoba, but they were not enough. Too much of the development was left to the whims of the free market, capitalist exploitation, the former regime. Ousted. Now ousted, we can begin a proper revolutionary industrialization fitting of the people. More stability, more good. Albania has capitulated. Is that good? Yeah, I think that is. Oh, hey, we're actually, like, making progress. What the heck? Recon company. We don't need that. We apparently have maybe slightly imbalanced our economy. Probably should get coil filing boilers in that case. Huh. Seems bad. We literally don't have any military factories bad. Or civilian factories at all bad. Is this a solvable problem? Of course it is. I would love to sluice around. Wait, are there even any... Wait, can I just, like, walk into Puno? Is this whole thing one big tile? It is. What the hell? I guess we can take Puno. I guess. Weird geography. Strange situation. Alright. The French are busy doing stuff. What are these guys even? Who are they fighting? Oh, they're reclaiming the homeland. The Tripolitanians are going to join the party. Yuck. How winnable is this battle? What if I marched on Cusco, like, with what I had? Would that be a winning move, or... I don't know. I genuinely am unsure. I feel like the thing I should probably do is transfer some forces from an area that doesn't matter to an area that does. Better infantry equipment. I mean, there's an upside to just, like, dumping buffs on our valiant allies in Europe. Which is that our valiant allies in Europe have now received buffs. Not only are they getting more population, which doesn't matter, but they get more stability, which kind of does. Yeah, it actually does. Yeah. Look at that. They're getting buffed. Our Buffy buddies are getting buffed up. Alright! The Barataya People's Republic to join the Third International. That's significant. The Eastern Seas War! Can the Germans hold out this time? Who knows? This is such a weird situation. Do I actually really want to march on Cusco? Like, what? Okay. First of all, we're remerging these guys back into the army. That's so funny. Okay, we're withdrawing. What does this do? Exploit breakthroughs. Ooh, more strength damage taken. Yikers. That's dangerous. I would love to get, like, an actual surround. Like, that would be nice. Is that even possible? I feel like it is. Oh, yeah, I also stole, the entire... I completely forgot that I'd stolen the Chilean Navy. Might be. Like, I actually forgot that happened. My bad. try to take another swing at Potosi. I have an illness. Belarusian People's Republic capitulated. Hey, good for us. Or actually, good for us. Yeah, no, that's good. We like that. I've forgotten which republics we liked. I'm like, wait, is that good? Is that? Do we like that? And the answer is yes, that's good. We like it. Can I deploy my... I just don't... I'm just not building up any head of steam in terms of, like, producing... Can I march on Lima? Are they going to stop me from doing that? I sincerely have no idea. I'm gonna fight these guys because, I don't know, they're in front of me. We got urban development. Can I urbanly develop? Is that a thing I'm allowed to do? I don't have any civilian factories. Right, because I'm using them. Okay, I was like, where are my civilian factories going? They're being used. We should probably develop, learning from the experience of Vladimir Lenin, we should implement a policy of central planning and not allow haphazard development of any part of our economy. So utilize a series of 5-year plans to achieve rapid growth and development. Alright. Learn from the lesson of Lenin. I don't know what that lesson is. Don't get shot by Fanny Kaplan, I guess. That seems like a pretty good lesson. Okay. Okay. So, we have several options. One of which is kill these guys. The other of which is kill these guys. I think our option is kill these guys. We are going to try a strategy where we strike at her foe. We are going to create a brief, like, windbreak type situation. Yeah, and this can be like you, and like... You should go here. You should go here. We'll kind of see what we can do. I'm not sure if this is going to work. But, like, I think we'll be okay. Better artillery? Hey, more recovery rate, more soft attack. All of these are good things. Canada appoints a unionist prime minister. Canada moves towards authoritarianism, so it seems. If I move here, that's probably fine, right? Buttony am I getting? I think I should just radio propaganda. Does that do anything? It would fix our stability issue, I guess. Maybe just attack there? Whoa, we took Potosi. When did that happen? We should attack. Like, we have the juice for the first time in forever to actually attack and take territory. Two days. 8 days. Here's my plan. Do that. got better guns. Yay. We may not have a functional economy, but that's a fixable problem. I don't need boats. I don't need those. Maybe I should get better tanks. By better tanks, I mean any tanks. General tanks or medium tanks? Let's do medium tanks. We love a good medium tank. Hopefully my cool, friendly buffs are helping out my cool, friendly friends. It looks like they are. Executing a slow but relatively effective encirclement. National land reform. In effort to deal with the rampant inequality in Argentina. Let's see. Is there anything useful over here? I guess permanent conscription brigades. Conscription brigades were adopted by communist militias when we wanted to attack the reactionaries. Some level of success was achieved. The revolutionary plans of communists require a large military force, and so they've chosen to implement conscription brigades permanently, so our forces will have enough manpower to help continue helping the world revolution. Maybe not the best plan, but whatever. You know. Ireland's capitulated. That's good for us. Go defend Punya. Qing declare war on Japan. What is happening? Okay, so we have the Qing down here. We have the what appears to be the Federalists over here. We have the Guominjun, who are nobody. The Republicans? Yeah, alright. So this is the remainder of the Republicans. Got it. Serbia's capitulated. That's bad for us. Alright, we have a Chinese United Front against Japan. As you do. Guominjun, yeah. This is the United Front for me. Second Sino-Japanese War. The fate of China is at stake. Okay, well, crap. I feel like the thing to do here is do something like that. Now that we have lost Punyo, controlling this random tile is not really meaningful. Neither is actually controlling this random tile. So, let's not do that. Throw out Arika. We don't need to attack there. No point. As long as we have a safe place to retreat to. Speaking of safe places to retreat to, Commander, please move to Potosi. We don't need to attack. You don't need to do that. Just let them be. Doesn't really matter. The real battle is taking place here, where we're annihilating all their forces through encirclement. Have you noticed that I like encirclement? I think it's pretty snazzy. Preferred tactic. I think I can change this, so I'll just do well-planned attack. If I remember to change it, then that would be awesome. remaining enemy forces seem to lack terribly much cohesion, which is something that we will utilize to our advantage. Excellent, we've annihilated that random pocket. This is a slow pocket. You know. I'm not surprised. Yeah, losing this tile is annoying, but it is what it is. There we go. We're finally managing to overwhelm their positions. Preferred tactic for this character. I'm not choosing well-planned tactics. That is permanent. We got basic small airframe. Let's see. Light aircraft. We love them. Let's see. Whoa, a lot of buttons. Military factory, naval dockyard. I could probably stand to have a civilian factory, right? Probably should first get, like, iron. And then, like, coal. Yeah. I may not be able to construct any buildings, but at least I'll have an army that's supplied. And then I'll get my civilian factories back once we finish these plans. Getting the weekly manpower that I'm getting is pretty nice, actually. Do they even control... Once we take this territory, they won't even control a supply depot anymore. The encirclement continues. Oh, I don't know what we're going to get for tanks. Probably mobile defense. Doesn't really do anything. Armored cavalry. I guess. Makes armored cars good, which is stupid. But it makes light tanks good, which is probably what we want. Armored infantry support, I guess. Might be better. I don't know. I like how green this battlefield's looking. It's nice. It's a sign of victory. I'm happy to withdraw. Central America was defeated. That's unfortunate. Hey! Mountaineers use less supply. That's nice. about to run out of juice. Though we are working towards permanent conscription grades, which would help us get us more juice. We want to... Communist expansion gives us military factories and stuff. We want probably to do industrialize Buenos Aires to give us more civilian factories. Japan declares war on the Frankian government. That's interesting. Not usually how it's supposed to go, but these sort of things rarely go how they're supposed to go. The fall of Berlin! Great victory of the Commune of France, indeed. That is a great victory, indeed. Spanish state joins the Reichspakt. Good time to do it, bud! Okay. 1940 Tokyo Olympics. Better luck next time. Apparently that event can occur. Okay, coal trade is terminated because of a lack of civilian factories. Alright. Nice. We are now at 0 manpower. Which is not great. Pretty bad. Alright. It's the Chinese United Front. China's uniting under a Chinese United Front. Hopefully they're successful in their unity. How long is it gonna take? A day. A day. Holy smokes. Alright, we are finally at that point. Okay. Several things are gonna happen. First of all, we don't need that many guys to crush this final crush of the encirclement. So we're going to refocus our efforts over here. And I'm just going to use these 8 divisions for the final crush. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Everyone else, go west, young man. What the heck? The Wadai Emirate ending hostilities. Oh, did they get it? The Wadai Emirate just secede successfully? Hey! Good work. Well done, lads. I would love to have more manpower. That would be so cool. Well, I'm about to get my wish. The conscription ferry has arrived. Get trapped in a corner. There we go. We have traded pretty efficiently. Not very efficiently. We are now starting to rack up the high efficiency KDR. We did it. Okay. That ended up being... There we go. That's a little bit better. We got permanent conscription brigades. Yay! That's good, right? Start crossing the rivers. The many wide rivers in Argentina, all the way up to the Amazon rainforest, are many inhospitable and dangerous potential battlefields for armies around. Rather than frivolously wasting the lives of our soldiers, we'll leave these jobs to our army's most elite forces. It seems like that might be useful. Expand military production in Mendoza. I could do that. Probably should industrialize some stuff. Military factory. Yeah, I'll industrialize Cordoba. And then I will industrialize probably Mendoza. And then I have no civilian factories at all. I'm done. Behold, my bad economic planning. I love it. I love it when essentially planned economy is planned very badly. Oh my gosh. More events. La Invención del Morel. Aldolfo Bioy Cesares has published today what can be considered the start of a new phase of his writing career. Short novel titled The Invention of Morel, the first major work of science fiction in Hispanic literature. The book tells the story of a Venezuelan writer by the name El Fugitivo, who, hiding from the law, casts away in a remote Pacific island where a strange disease seems to exist. Soon, a group of people arrive, leading him to hide from them in fear of being turned in. However, he can't help falling in love with one of them, a mysterious woman named Faustine, who doesn't seem to notice his presence. After a discussion of anomalous events involving the strangers and the very nature of the island, El Fugitivo soon realizes the visitors are not what they appear. Touching themes such as madness, solitude, and love, the book has accomplished both commercial and critical success, with fellow author Jorge Luis Borges writing that, quote, to classify it as perfect is neither an imprecision nor a hyperbole. Bioy Cesares, a friend of figures such as Borges and the Ocampo sisters, considers the book a true beginning of his writing career. Despite his status as a relatively obscure writer, it's become obvious the novel will have great influence on Argentine literature. Será un acto piadoso. And with that, I will say, I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye!